I'll start by being honest. I've been the main character in every single one of these stories, so trust me, I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm here to warn you. Because I ignored almost every sign on this list at least once, and let's just say I paid for it in ways I'm still emotionally recovering from. Think of this as the guide I wish someone had given me earlier. So here are 7 signs she might be a red flag. And I say this with genuine care. If you notice them, it might be time to run. Sign 1. She is never wrong. Ever. I once dated someone who, according to her version of reality, had never made a single mistake in her entire life. Truly impressive. A flawless record. Every bad thing that had ever happened to her was always someone else's fault. Her ex was crazy, her boss was jealous, and all her friends were fake. Psychologists call this an external locus of control, which basically means a person struggles to take responsibility for their own actions. I call it a giant warning sign hidden behind a beautiful smile. Because if everyone in her life is the problem, eventually you're going to become the next problem too. And spoiler alert, you won't be the hero of that story. Sign 2. She constantly tests you. My favorite moments were always when I discovered afterward that something had been a test. Oh, that was a test? Great, good to know. The silent treatment to see if you'll chase her. The classic, I'm fine, when she's very clearly not fine. Canceling plans just to see if you'll fight for them. Psychologists often link this behavior to anxious attachment patterns. But from personal experience, I can tell you this. A relationship built on constant tests is exhausting. Because you're not building a connection. You're just trying to pass an endless series of exams you never signed up for. Sign 3. Her ex is still a major character in the story. Pay attention to how often her ex comes up in conversation, not just once or twice in a normal context, but regularly, casually, sometimes even fondly. My ex used to do this. My ex would never do that. This reminds me of something my ex did. And you're just sitting there thinking, I'm literally right here. Psychologists call this unresolved attachment. I call it living with a roommate you never agreed to have. If her last relationship hasn't emotionally ended yet, there's a good chance you're just stepping into the role of rebound. Sign 4. She thrives on chaos. Some people are drawn to drama the way I'm drawn to free food, instinctively and without hesitation. I used to mistake this kind of chaos for passion, for intensity, for someone who just felt things deeply. And to be fair, she did feel things deeply. She felt every argument in the group chat deeply, every bit of gossip, every small inconvenience. Sometimes it seemed like the universe itself was personally attacking her. Psychologists often connect this to high neuroticism, a personality trait linked to emotional instability and stress reactivity. In everyday terms, it just means peaceful, quiet Sundays might not exist in that relationship. Sign 5. You're always the one apologizing. Picture this. She does something wrong, you react to it, and somehow, through a strange twist of emotional physics, you end up apologizing. Every single time. It's honestly impressive. Psychologists call this DARVO, deny, attack, reverse victim, and defender. Basically, the person flips the situation until you're the one who feels guilty. If you can't remember the last time she genuinely said sorry, that's important information. Don't ignore it. Sign 6. Your friends all react the same way when you mention her. You know the look, that brief pause, the careful smile, the slightly forced, yeah, she seems nice. I ignored that look 6 different times across 3 relationships. 6 times! The people who care about you usually notice things before you do, and they're often polite about it because they don't want to push you away. But that expression on their face,
That's them trying to tell you something without actually saying it.
Sign 7. Your gut has been warning you all along.
I saved this one for last because it's the most important. Your gut feeling usually knows long before your mind admits it. Mine certainly did, but every time I ignored it. I told myself, she's different, or it'll get better, or the classic, I can fix this. But that's not love. That's trying to renovate a house built on sand. Psychologists call this interoceptive awareness, which is your brain's ability to detect signals about safety and danger from within your body.
In simple terms, your instincts are smarter than your excuses. Your body was trying to warn you. You just didn't read the message.
The final truth is this: red flags usually aren't hidden. They're just dressed in ways we find attractive. Learn the signs, trust your instincts, and for the love of everything, pay attention to the look on your friends' faces.
And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe.